last time? Yes. Hey, it's Zote and Greta having a chat. Grey Prince, so dark, so troubled. But that's not the only danger I had to overcome in my quest for glory. You've noticed this trophy, haven't you? A keepsake from my final triumphant battle deep in the pit below us. Yes, life had claimed another victim. The crowd erupted into ecstatic cheering. Cheering that was both loud and utterly sincere. To what do I owe my long string of triumphs and victories, you ask? As I said earlier, the key is my personal philosophy, the 57 precepts of Zote. Particularly relevant here is the first precept, always win your battles. As for the other 56 precepts, well... Precept 2, never let them laugh at you. Fools laugh at everything, even at their superiors, but beware, laughter isn't harmless. Laughter spreads like a disease, and soon everyone is laughing at you. You need to strike at the source of this perverse merriment quickly to stop it from spreading. Precept 3, always be rested. Fighting and adventuring take their toll on your body. When you rest, your body strengthens and repairs itself. The longer you rest, the stronger you become. This guy's an idiot. Precept 4. Forget your past. The past is painful. Thinking about your past can only bring you misery. Think about something else instead, such as the future or some food. So like, opposite rules. You do everything opposite of what Zote says to be happy. What is it like? Never let them laugh at you. You should laugh at yourself. You should have a good time. Always win your battles. I mean, that's probably would be good, but not really an option. Forget your past. That's never great advice. Strength beats strength. Is your opponent strong? No matter. Simply overcome their strength. With even more strength, and they'll soon be defeated. Yeah, but sometimes you gotta be like water. Right, Zote? What else did he say? Always rest. Rest. The more you rest, the stronger you get. No, you gotta get out there and flex your muscles. Precept 6, choose your own fate. I don't hate that one. Our elders teach us that fate is chosen for us before we are even born. I disagree. Precept 7, mourn not the dead. When we die, do things get better for us or worse? There's no way to tell. So we shouldn't bother mourning, or celebrating for that matter. So you're gonna say all 50 here? Precept 8, travel alone. You can rely on nobody and nobody will always be loyal. Therefore, nobody should be your constant companion. Precept 9, keep your home tidy. Clean your room. Your home is where you keep your most prized possession, yourself. Therefore, you should make an effort to keep it nice and clean. Precept 10, keep your weapon sharp. Make sure that my weapon Life Ender is kept well sharpened at all times. This makes it much easier to cut things. Precept 11, mothers will always betray you. This precept explains itself. Oh, so it's got a dark past. Bad relationship with his mom. Maybe that explains a lot. Precept 12, keep your cloak dry. If your cloak gets wet, dry it as soon as you can. Wearing wet clothes is unpleasant and can lead to illness. Precept 13, never be afraid. Fear can only hold you back. Facing your fears can be a tremendous effort. Therefore, you should just not be afraid in the first place. Great advice. Precept 14, respect your superiors. If someone is your superior in strength or intellect or both, you need to show them your respect. Don't ignore them or laugh at them. Precept 15, one foe, one blow. You should only use a single blow to defeat an enemy. Any more is a waste. Also, by counting your blows as you fight, you'll know how many foes you've defeated. Precept 16, don't hesitate. Once you've made a decision, carry it out and don't look back. You'll achieve much more this way. Precept 17, believe in your strength. That's a good one. Others may doubt you, but there's someone you can always trust, yourself. Make sure to believe in your own strength and you'll never falter. Precept 18. Seek truth in darkness. This precept also explains itself. That's like the name of this channel, Where We Stumble, is inspired by Joseph Campbell quote, "Where you stumble, there lies your treasure," and that's really about finding truth in darkness. That the places that you're afraid to look, that's where you need to look the most. So I wouldn't say that one explains itself, but that's one of Zote's precepts I approve of. Precept 19: if you try, succeed. If you're going to attempt something, make sure you achieve it. If you do not succeed, then you have actually failed. Avoid this at all costs. Well, that's what failure is, when you don't succeed. But that's also the inspiration behind this channel. In the description it says, failure's how we learn. We got a lot of learning to do, or something like that. Yeah, you gotta fail. You gotta attempt things and fail and get dirty, and that's how you learn. So don't give up. That's what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing with this channel, but I just thought, let's just jump in and get started. And maybe I start a different channel if this one goes nowhere, or maybe I don't do anything with it. It fails, and that's fine. But something I wanted to give to try, and we'll see how it goes. Precept 20: speak only the truth. In speaking to someone, it is courteous and also efficient to speak truthfully. Beware, though, that speaking truthfully may make you enemies. This is something you'll have to bear. Yeah, this is mostly true. I don't know if it's something you can have as a complete, rule to live by. Sometimes, small lies can, I don't know, comfort people. Like, if you're interacting with a stranger, and you're just being a little friendly and maybe presenting a bit of a happier face than you actually feel on the inside, that's a kind of a lie. I don't know that it's the worst thing in the world, but overall, I definitely agree. It's better to speak the truth. Precept 21. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't just walk along staring at the ground. You need to look up every so often to make sure nothing takes you by surprise. That's a good one. Precept 22. Abandon the nest. As soon as I could, I left my birthplace and made my way out into the world. Do not linger in the nest. There is nothing for you there. Precept 23. Identify the foe's weak point. Every foe you encounter has a weak point, such as a crack in their shell or being asleep. You must constantly be alert and scrutinizing your enemy to detect their weaknesses. And it's just like going around backstabbing people in their sleep. Precept 24. Strike the foe's weak point. One not the same as the last one. Once you've identified your foe's weak point as per the previous precept, strike it. This will instantly destroy them. Precept 25. Protect your own weak point. Be aware that your foe will try to identify your weak point, so you must protect it. The best protection? Never having a weak point in the first place. Great advice. Precept 26. Don't trust your reflection. When peering at certain shining surfaces, you may see a copy of your own face. The face will mimic your movements. It seems similar to your own, but I don't think it can be trusted. That was just one of your rules for life. This guy's a paranoid maniac. They're getting better and better. Precept 27. Eat as much as you can. When having a meal, eat as much as you possibly can. This gives you extra energy. It means you can eat less frequently. Right before a battle, just pound as much spaghetti, fettuccine alfredo as you can. Michael Scott style. Precept 28. Don't peer into the darkness. You just said that truth is in the darkness. If you peer into the darkness and can't see anything for too long, your mind will start to linger over old memories. Memories are to be avoided, as for Precept 4. Precept 29. Develop your sense of direction. It's easy to get lost when traveling through winding, twisting caverns. Having a good sense of direction is like having a magical map inside your head. Very useful. That's true, especially in this game, but luckily we also have a actual map. Precept 30. Never accept a promise. Spurn the promises of others, as they are always broken. Promises of love or betrothal are to be avoided especially. Aw, Zote, you get a sad past, don't you? I can't imagine why anyone would want to break up with Zote. Precept 31. Disease lives inside of dirt. You'll get sick if you spend too much time in filthy places. If you are staying in someone else's home, demand the highest level of cleanliness from your host. I mean, yeah, you probably do get sick if you spend a lot of time in filthy places, but the second part seems a bit like being an ungrateful guest. Precept 32. Names have power. Names have power, and so to name something is to grant it power. I myself named my nail Life Ender. Do not steal the name I came up with. Invent your own. Names do have power. I agree with that. You give something a name, you give it an identity, you give it a meaning. I think it's true as well in sort of cognitive behavioral therapy. One of the things, and the sort of acceptance and commitment therapy, is becoming aware of your emotions, and part of that is naming them. When you have a feeling that's bothering you, something's upsetting you, try to identify what that feeling is and give it a name, and that helps you understand yourself and your feelings. Very deep, Zote. Very insightful. Precept 33. Show the enemy no respect. Being gallant to your enemies is no virtue. If someone opposes you, they don't deserve respect or kindness or mercy. Oh, I think you should show your enemy respect. If you don't respect them, you know, they're gonna get caught off guard. And they actually got some moves. Happens to me in this game all the time. Precept 34. Don't eat immediately before sleeping. Very practical one. This can cause restlessness and indigestion. It's just common sense. Yeah, it's true. Precept 35. Up is up, down is down. Well, that one seems like you could leave it unspoken. If you fall over in the darkness, it can be easy to lose your bearing and forget which way is up. Keep this precept in mind. Precept 36. Eggshells are brittle. Once again, this precept explains itself. Sure. Precept 37. Borrow, but do not lend. That's a terrible advice. If you lend and are repaid, you gain nothing. If you borrow but do not repay, you gain everything. That's totally wrong. If you lend and are repaid, you gain trust. If you borrow but do not repay, you lose trust. Trust is important. Precept 38. Beware the mysterious force. A mysterious force bears down on us from above, pushing us downwards. If you spend too long in the air, the force will crush you against the ground and destroy you. Beware. Guess he's talking about gravity, and in which case you should definitely beware gravity. I feel like gravity kills more people than sharks. And coconuts kill more people than sharks or something. But gravity kills more people than coconuts, for sure. Well, I guess when a coconut kills someone, that is gravity killing them in a different way. But absolutely I agree with this one. Precept 39. Eat quickly and drink slowly. I've never heard anything like that, even the reverse of that. You should definitely eat slowly, but Should you drink quickly or you drink slow? I don't know what is the appropriate pace of drinking. I think you should do both slowly. Your body is a delicate thing and you must fuel it with great deliberation. Food must go in as fast as possible, but fluids at a slower rate. Okay. Precept 40. Obey no law but your own. Laws written by others may inconvenience you or be a burden, and your own desires be the only law. Yeah. Be careful with that one. Precept 41. Learn to detect lies. When others speak, they usually lie. Scrutinize them and question them relentlessly until they reveal their deceit. Is that like the 52 rules to never have any friends? Which I wouldn't recommend. Precept 42. Spend geo when you have it. Some will cling on to their geo and even taking it into the dirt with them when they die. It is better to spend it when you can, so you can enjoy various things in life. Yeah, that's a little bit true. Depends on your financial situation. But in the game, sure, spend it if you got it. Precept 43. Never forgive. That's a bad advice. If someone asks forgiveness of you, for instance, a brother of yours, always deny it. That brother, or whoever it is, doesn't deserve such a thing. This guy's got family issues. Never trust your mother. Don't forgive your brother. That's why he's so lonely. I really hope he's not a future version of me. Precept 44. Cannot breathe underwater. You cannot breathe water. Water is refreshing, but if you try to breathe it, you are in for a nasty shock. Well, I gotta agree with that one. Precept 45. One thing is not another. This one should be obvious, but I've had others try to argue that one thing, which is clearly what it is and not something else, is actually some other thing, which it isn't. Stay on your guard. That's something you gotta look out for. Stay on your guard. One thing is not another. Precept 46. The world is smaller than you think. When young, you tend to think that the world is vast, huge, gigantic. It's only natural. Unfortunately, it's actually quite a lot smaller than that. I can say this now, having traveled everywhere in the land. That one is true. As you get older, the world does seem to feel a bit smaller, especially if you travel. But I think it's also referring more to the game. Once you've played the whole game, especially the guys writing this were the ones who made the game, you kind of realize it's not actually that big. Sometimes I die and I look at the map and I think, oh my god, I've got to get all the way back over there, but it takes like 60 seconds or something if you're beelining it, with the exception of some of the more labyrinthine zones. The world is not as big as you think. Precept 47. Make your own weapon. You only know exactly what is needed. Only you know exactly what is needed in your weapon. I myself fashioned Life Ender from shellwood at a young age. It has never failed me, nor I it. Precept 48. Be careful with fire. That's good advice anyway. Fire is a type of hot spirit that dances about recklessly. It can warm you and provide light, but it also will singe your shell if it gets too close. Be careful with fire. Precept 49. Statues are meaningless. Do not honor them. No one has ever made a statue of you or I, so why should we pay them any attention? This is just its ego out of control. He wants a statue so bad. Precept 50. Don't linger on mysteries. Some things in this world appear to us as puzzles or enigmas. If the meaning behind something is not immediately evident, though, don't waste any time thinking about it. Just move on. This guy's like a veteran Souls player. That's why he's old. That's one of the two ways to play FromSoft games, and Hollow Knight, I guess. There's all these little hints, and you can put them together, or you can just move on, fight the bosses, have fun. And it's totally up to you. I think both are totally viable ways to play. I myself land kind of somewhere in the middle. I like to piece together what I can of the lore and the backstory. But it helps if you have some friends also playing the game. You can chat about the things that you've found and the clues that you've connected, and see if you can put together a bigger picture as a group. Doing it completely alone I don't find as satisfying, so yeah, to each their own. I usually see what I can put together, and then at the end watch some YouTube videos to connect the missing pieces. Precept 51. Nothing is harmless. Given the chance, everything in this world will hurt you. Friends, foes, monsters, uneven paths. Be suspicious of them all. This is good advice for the game and bad advice for life. Yeah, you gotta trust some people and get some friends. Be nice to your family. Precept 52. Beware the jealousy of fathers. Fathers believe that because they created us, we must serve them and never exceed their capabilities. If you wish to forge your own path, you must vanquish your father, or simply abandon him. This is getting very Freudian. Precept 53. Do not steal the desires of others. Every creature keeps their desires locked up inside of themselves. If you catch a glimpse of another's desires, resist the urge to claim them as your own. It will not lead you to happiness. Precept 54. If you lock something away, keep the key. Nothing should be locked away forever. So hold on to your keys. You will eventually return and unlock everything you hid away. Keep your keys. Precept 55. Bow to no one. There are those in this world who would impose their will on others. They claim ownership over your food, your land, your body, and even your thoughts. They have done nothing to earn these things. Never bow to them. Make sure to disobey their commands. Well, I kind of like that one, but yeah, you should also sometimes, show reverence and loyalty, but and I don't know if you should intentionally disobey the commands of your superiors, but you shouldn't be bowing to people anymore. Well, unless you live in Asia, where it's really courteous to bow. Precept 56. Do not dream. Dreams are dangerous things. Strange ideas not your own can worm their way into your mind. But if you resist those ideas, sickness will rack your body. Best not to dream at all, like me. That's actually pretty interesting and kind of related to this, like, dream analysis. That dreams are dangerous things. I don't know whether they're not your own. Strange ideas not your own. Maybe they come from your unconscious, or if you are more into the Jungian style, then they come from the collective unconscious or archetypal forces. So you could say that the ideas are not your own. And the sort of psychoanalytic dream analysis would say that resisting these ideas leads to sickness, physical illness. It's funny that Zote is into this because this is pretty archaic. I think there are still proponents of dream analysis. I think it's a really cool practice, but this idea that resisting the ideas in your dreams makes you physically ill was very sort of Freudian and Jungian, and they did dream analysis to try and resolve these tensions in the expectation that that would cure physical illness. That side of it has not really panned out. But best not to dream at all, yeah, it's not exactly an option. So it sounds like Zote is in denial. He's probably got all kinds of crazy Freudian dreams about this terrible family dramas. I'm really curious what Zote's family is actually like. Are they horrible, or they had like a totally normal, nice family, and Zote is just a jerk who ran away and then trash talks them all. I think you see that in life sometimes, of people who kind of got away from their family and talk about it as if it was a horrible place. It's more just about them needing to differentiate themselves and be their own person. Precept 57. Obey all precepts. Most importantly, you must commit all of these precepts to memory. Oops. And obey them all unfailingly, including this one. If you truly listen to everything I've said, let's start again and repeat the 57 precepts of Zote. Oh no. I thought he would give me something. Yeah, I'm not going through it again. Those were pretty funny though. Let's see what she's been writing in here. The Grey Prince, heaving heavy breaths, flushed from the exertion of battle. The figure emerged from the well. Triumph was his, and trophy he bore to prove it, the fearsome skull of his vanquished opponent. Startling warning he brought to the village, one that rung so true. Their white savior, thought a hero by the bugs, was a vicious beast, and this shrouded Grey Prince was in truth the hero deserved. With honor and humility, he recounted his quest below, his epic journey of one purpose, to find her, to protect her, his Grey Maiden, his partner in darkness. She's okay, so Zote's taking credit. Oh, she's got a poster of Zote on the wall, even up there on the left. That's great. So Zote came up after me and took credit for rescuing Bretta, which I did. And now she's writing poems for him, and she thinks he's the hero. That's great. Love that. Oh, I was standing here and I thought that there was like a shadowy figure inside the map shop, but it was just this bar in the foreground. Cool. I love the precepts of Zote.